This episode of Destructoid is brought to you by the National Campaign Against Drunk Driving. Coming up on Destructoid, Call of Duty XP is in full swing, Max talks about Skyrim bugs, and we're giving away Ask Creed Rev beta codes. All this and more coming up live on Destructoid. Oh, hey over there.
Hey.
Hi, welcome to Destructoid. I'm Tara Long.
And I'm Max Scoville.
It's our Friday live show.
It's Friday.
These are my favorite day of the week.
In rehearsal, she said Happy Wednesday, and I laughed at her.
I did.
Tara, we have a very special day coming up. What is it?
Oh, is it? Labor Day?
Labor Day.
Yes. Labor Day is on Monday. I'm sure you all are highly anticipating taking off work to stay home and play video games. In addition to it being Labor Day weekend, it also happens to be the start of the Assassin's Creed Revelations multiplayer beta, which starts tomorrow and runs until September 11th. Nick Chester and I caught up with Stone Chin, the PR guy for Ubisoft, to check out Revelations last week at PAX. If you haven't seen our video yet, go check it out. The sequel's shaping up pretty nicely so far. And Stone was nice enough to give us 10 codes for the multiplayer beta, which we're going to give out to you guys. The only stipulation is that it is PS3 only, so be aware of that. Now, we're going to be giving away 5 live on today's show. To win, all you have to do is tweet, "I'm at Detoid Show's Ask Creed Bro, and I want to play Ask Creed Rev Beta, hashtag Detoid Live, hashtag Ask Creed." So we're going to be giving away 5 like that, and then the other 5 are going to be given out sometime over the course of the weekend on our official Twitter account, Detoid Show. We won't be telling you when we're going to be tweeting them out. We're just going to do it randomly. So make sure you follow us so you can get in on the Ask Creed action.
Yeah. It's like kidnapping. That's how we make you follow us.
Forcible love.
Yep.
I call it.
Just go to theinternet.com and type ass 4 times. Anyway, while we're on the subject of free stuff, the free comic that the Dead Island folks were giving away at Comic-Con is now available for free digital internet viewing over on Marvel.com. It is 8 pages long, and it briefly introduces the 4 playable characters in the game. It's basically the kind of comic you would see in an issue of Nintendo Power from 1995, where it's just little things that you look at. And I mean that in the best way possible. Meanwhile, this upcoming Monday's episode of the Destructoid Show is going to be our big Dead Island review spectacular. Tara and I were actually able to get advanced copies of the game, and we got to play them, and we were really excited, and we got to talk about them. It was great to play the sexy bikini zombies. They're nasty.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you guys have any questions you want us to answer about the game, send them to us via Twitter at Detoid Show with the hashtags Dead Island and Detoid Live. I will tell you right now, no, you cannot have sex with the sexy bikini zombies. I tried that. They just tried to bite you in the genitals.
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
Somebody did ask us that.
Yeah, that was one of the first
Twitter
questions.
so far, so
Wasn't
there's
me
the answer
either.
for that.
Weird.
Other sad news, it looks like Team Bondi, the studio behind LA Noire, is closing its doors. After allegations about harsh working conditions surfaced earlier this year, the company faced further scrutiny after allegedly denying staff credits to anyone who left the company before the project was finished. Shortly after all that happened, it was rumored that Team Bondi actually sold the entire LA Noire intellectual property to Kennedy Miller Mitchell, which is the Australian production company owned by filmmaker George Miller, most notable for his work on the Mad Max series and the hit Hollywood film Happy Feet. You're a fan of that one, right, Max?
Yeah, that's how you fall from grace.
Yeah, we hadn't heard much about Team Bondi since all this went down until yesterday when we learned that the studio has been placed into administration, which is basically just a fancy way of saying that they can't pay off their debts, so another studio now has the opportunity to take control of them. Now, for a game that's been in development for, I guess, 7 years and got pretty damn good reviews, made quite a bit of money in sales, this is kind of disappointing news for everyone, I think, and not just the company. And, you know, I got to thinking when I was writing this story this morning, do I personally want a sequel to LA Noire? Like, I really enjoyed the first game, but I feel like maybe after all this controversy with the company, maybe it's best to just kind of let it be.
Honestly, I think that LA Noire was like a better talking point than it was a game. I mean, it was ambitious and it was cool, but for 7 years worth of development, I don't know if it really was justifiable.
It was revolutionary in some ways, but in other ways, it's like, okay, we get it.
What do you guys think? Let us know in the chat. I'll read it. Stop making fun of my hair.
Yeah, tell us if you really want to see another LA Noire sequel.
Yeah, Tara, look at this. Read what these people are saying. It's
okay,
horrible.
then.
Very mean things. I love you. Anyway, one game we have not talked about enough is Warhammer 40k Space Marine, and that changes Now, Jim just put up his full preview of the game's upcoming DLC. I know the game's not even out yet and they already have the DLCs, it's crazy. Anyway, it's a multiplayer mode called Exterminatus, and it pits 4 Space Marines in a co-op survival mode against waves of orcs, and you shoot the orcs and kill them, and you get points for killing the orcs. Anyway, players choose from 3 different classes. There's Assault, Tactical, and Devastator, and instead of having unlimited respawns, squads all share the same pool of lives. So if there's one guy on your team who keeps dying, tell him to stop sucking because you're in this together and he's ruining it for the rest of you. The full game, it comes out next week, and the DLC will be coming out sometime in October. Jim also wrote an article titled "A Space Marine Could Beat Up Your Favorite Game Hero," in which he basically just talks about why Space Marines are great. So good on you, Jim. Games journalism. If that wasn't enough Space Marines news for you, Destructoid is currently holding a contest to give away one of these official life-size chainswords. You've got until September 9th to go leave a comment on the post saying what you would do with this chainsword if you had one.
I know what I'd do with it. Huh? Yeah?
Go to your room.
Anyone?
Go to your room.
Anyone?
You're terrible.
Jokes. I've got them.
Unfortunately, this contest is open to US residents only because honestly, we do not want to pay for the shipping to send a life-size fucking chainsword to goddamn Istanbul or wherever. So
I hear we're pretty popular in Tunisia, actually.
Really?
According to YouTube's stats. We're like the number 57th most popular channel there or something. So, yeah.
Weird.
What
anyway,
now, Tunisia?
Sorry, Tunisia, we can't send you a
anyway,
chainsaw.
I'm sick of talking about video games that involve wars and hammers. Let's talk about something cute and adorable.
Okay.
Destructoid's editor-in-chief Nick Chester put up a review this morning of Jetpack Joyride and gave it a 9 out of 10. It's the newest iOS game from Halfbrick. They're the guys who did Fruit Ninja and Rascals and a whole handful of other similarly adorable titles. Jetpack Joyride works like most other runner games on iOS, where you control the main character, in this case Barry Steak Fries is his name. He maintains a constant running speed, and all you basically do is just tap the screen to make him jump, or you can hold it down and he will fly with his machine gun jetpack that then shoots bullets at all of the unsuspecting victims below. Those 2 maneuvers will be your basic controls, and they'll allow you to avoid oncoming lasers and missiles, which actually get much more difficult as your speed starts to increase proportionally to where you are in the level. So along the way, you have the option to pick up new vehicles, including a crazy freaking teleporter, which is actually the name of it, that allows you to tap anywhere on the screen, and wherever you tap, your character just goes there. There's also a Prophet Bird vehicle that was inspired by Tiny Wings and has the same kind of oscillatory movement. If you haven't heard about Jetpack Joyride yet, go check out Nick's review. It's up on Destructoid.com right now, or better yet, just go download it. It's 99 cents on the App Store, and I played it this morning, and I can confirm that it is good fun made by good people.
Cheaper than a soda and probably more fun. I checked that out way before you. I checked that out back in February at GDC, back when it was called Machine Gun Jetpack. Different name, same game.
A little bit more descriptive.
While we're on the subject of awesome manly motherfuckers, like the Halfbrick guys who are Australian and rugged. Serious Sam 3 BFE is coming out in October, and the fine folks over at Crow Team and Devolver Digital are hard at work giving us reasons to pay attention to it. They just recently put up this video of Rich Knuckles, who operates the hotline for people who need help with the game. You know, like people who are used to the delicate sensibilities of modern first-person shooters.
You can stand there all you want, Mr. Elliott, but your health isn't going to automatically regenerate. Stop being such a
Good advice.
I love those guys. Meanwhile, their chief financial officer, Fork Parker, continues to sexually harass the 2 of us over Twitter. First, he asked Tara if she wanted to be his date to a party and whether she liked flowers and tequila or not.
Yes, and yes, and yes.
Oh, Tara. Anyway, he also promised to buy $1 million worth of advertising on Destructoid.com under the condition that Jim Sterling and I reviewed it completely naked. So, Fork Parker, I'm game, you know. But whatever happened to that bottle of Tito's vodka you were going to send me? I need a little Dutch courage if I'm going to drop trow.
Oh.
But seriously, mail me booze.
Okay.
Speaking of which,
let's thank our sponsor. It's Labor Day on Monday, which means a lot of you guys are going to be out drinking. So I should probably remind you that until September 5th, the police are in the middle of a nationwide crackdown on drunk driving. So do yourself a favor and get a designated driver. Each year, nearly 12,000 people die in America due to impaired driving. That's equal to about 30 jumbo jets crashing every year. And that's a lot of friggin' jumbo jets, and it's a lot of people who have to lose their lives for a reason as dumb as driving drunk. By all means, go have an awesome Labor Day weekend. Max and I are going to do the same. Just please remember that record numbers of state, local, and highway law enforcement officials are out looking for drunk drivers. This is a nationwide effort, but no matter where you are, don't drive drunk. It's stupid and it's bad for everyone. So do everyone a favor and drive sober or get pulled over.
It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's
Call a
it's
cab,
simple.
get a
Simple
ride
as that.
home, sleep on a couch, whatever. Just don't drive drunk.
Yeah.
Anyway, because no one is sick of Skyrim yet, I am going to put on my Skyrim news hat and give you a few quick Skyrim
Investigative
news bites.
reporting,
Excuse me.
people, right
Okay,
here.
Right. I look awesome. I've been wearing this around the house, just so you know. Okay,
Ugh,
a few
probably
years ago there were
seasoned.
some rumors about an Elder Scrolls MMORPG, which turned out to be nothing more than mere rumors. Skyrim's producer Todd Howard set any remaining fan concerns at rest, and that massive multiplayer is not something he wants for Elder Scrolls. I'm not really an MMO guy. I respect them, I look at them, but I don't play them. It feels more real to me when I'm the hero and it's crafted for that. And I'm with you all the way there, Todd. MMOs are cool and everything, but when there are a million chosen ones, a million Dovahkiins running around, it's kind of defeats the purpose. Second, Bethesda has stated that while they intend to fix any bugs in Skyrim, they are willing to leave them alone if they turn out to be fun bugs. You know, as the saying goes, one man's bug is another man's feature. I was actually just playing New Vegas last night, which has some bugs in it, you know, aside from the rad scorpions and cazadors. And I got stuck in the ground, and I said to myself, this is the second Fallout game they made using that engine. I'm really excited to see the bugs in Skyrim. You know, people complain about Bethesda releasing almost broken games, but considering the sheer scale and complexity of the worlds they create, it could really be a lot worse. Testing those games has got to be like a time-consuming maelstrom of a nightmare buttfuck to deal with. So
Yeah, I hope to see a lot of more heads spinning in weird directions.
it's fun stuff.
That's fun.
It's just amusing, you know. It's
Yeah,
like a blooper.
it really is. The bugs are fun as long as they don't prevent you from actually playing the game. It's all
I'd rather
good.
see bugs in the game than like cazadors, because those things are asshole.
Fuck those things. Okay, so my Twitter's been blowing up nonstop all week with tweets about this Call of Duty XP event thing that's going on in LA right now. Now, since Max and I are already seasoned experts at war simulation shooters, we sent Destructoid's Hamza Aziz and Nick Chester down there in our place to get some practice in. And they've been pretty busy since they posted no fewer than 8 articles on Destructoid.com today, talking all about the new modes, new weapons, new killstreaks, pretty much every detail about Modern Warfare 3 you could possibly want to know. Hamza also got some hands-on time with the game's multiplayer mode. He wrote on Destructoid.com this morning, quote, "Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer was way too short for me to form a deep preview at this time, but I thought you should all know for now that it's really freaking good."
Oh, that Hamilton.
We know how to write
Oh,
good.
that rascal. Off writing his stories. He's going to get so mad at me for calling him Hamilton. That's my little pet name. Anyway, he also got some news on other new things that are also new in Modern Warfare, including the new gameplay mode, Kill Confirmed. It's basically team deathmatch, except after being killed, players drop a pair of dog tags, and these need to be retrieved for players to score a point. Of course, players can also grab the dog tags of downed teammates and prevent the opposing team from scoring points for their kills. There's also the addition of custom game modes, in which players can make custom game modes and then upload them to Call of Duty Elite and play against buddies or whatever. It sounded like there's a lot of possibility there. There's also a new mode called Team Defender, which is currently a mystery, according to Hamza. That's the mystery gesture. There's no final count for game modes in the game, but there are 16 maps on the disc at launch. We know that much. Now, Hamza took the time to list all the weapons and perks in the game, but I am not taking time to list off all the friggin' guns, because look at all the friggin' guns. You can go read that yourself on Destructoid.com, along with all of Hamza and Nick's other coverage. Yeah, it's a lot of friggin' guns.
It never ends.
Yeah, so many guns. Bang, 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 bang. Personally, I'm just disappointed that there is no FAMAS in Modern Warfare 3, because that is my favorite gun. And I think it's bullshit when it's not in games. Like, I don't care what game it is. I mean, that shit's not going to be in Skyrim, and I'm kind of mad about that. So Skyrim, you're losing some points by not having a FAMAS, because it's a cool gun. Now, the full list of Killstreaks, or strike packages as they're now called, has been released, and there are 3 separate tiers: Assault tier, Support tier, and Specialist tier. Also, the Killstreaks will cycle through in the same life, so you don't have to die to reset your Killstreaks and get your first Killstreak again.
I have a lot of kill streaks.
Dara, I don't understand what I just said, so please take
I
over.
don't understand what you just said either. So let's talk about Call of Duty Elite for a second, which was shown back to us in May, with just kind of a brief description of what it would actually be. But this week, Activision released a lot more information about it, starting with the ever-important Facebook Connect. If you haven't completely alienated all of your Facebook friends yet with inane game requests, why not take this opportunity to bombard them with automatic updates every single time you win a game? Oh, but it doesn't end there. Infinity Ward's Robert Bowling said of the new feature, quote, "We wanted to take it even further. So with Call of Duty Elite, we're not only letting you play with friends you already have, but also help you find new ones." Based on similar Facebook interests, basically. In addition to your social networking, the Elite service will also allow you to create private clan matches, share schedules, have a personalized clan message of the day, and much, much more things involving clans. Now, if you have the Black Ops beta, then you can access Call of Duty Elite from your web browser. It's also going to be coming to consoles and mobile devices later in the year, including Android, iPhone, and iPad. And that's going to be your basic free Elite package. Now, if you want the premium package, it's going to run you $50 a year, but with it, you'll get 20 pieces of DLC released throughout the year. You know, usually they do like 4 packs of DLC, maybe every other month or something. This way you'll get it like when it comes out, even if it's just like a downloadable gun or something. You'll get it before anybody else does.
Bang, bang, bang.
And there's a whole bunch more features I just don't have time to talk about here, but go check out all of our Call of Duty coverage on Destructoid.com. Like I said, there's a ton of it.
I have 2 jokes.
Oh,
one, I would like it if Infinity Ward would make a game called Robert Bowling. So they'd be like, it's Infinity Ward's Robert Bowling, and you just have guys named Robert.
Okay,
and you have
let's
to bowl
hear the second
for them.
one.
The second joke is, I'll give you a premium package.
Yeah, you got to work out the timing on that one a little bit better.
Oh God, yeah. Well, maybe if you weren't talking about packages so much, I could get a word in edgewise. Let's announce the winners of our Assassin's Creed Revelations multiplayer beta codes winners things. Let's see, where are they?
Who won?
We get some winners?
Do we got some winners, guys?
Okay, here we go. We have the winners are Dat William Hill, Smiley Barry, Jaya Free, JCM_Foxer, and Fee501st. So there you guys. Thank you. We will DM you. We'll send
Your
you
codes?
secret messages on Twitter with these codes. And the rest of the codes are being dispersed at random throughout the weekend on our Detoid Show Twitter. So that's at Detoid Show. You get a free code. Thanks for watching. Oh, we have time for questions.
You guys want to ask us some questions? We can't answer questions about Dead Island yet.
Nope, it's a secret.
But tweet them at us on our Detoid Show account if you want us to answer them.
Oh, wow, this is a good one.
We've played it.
Dang727 pointed out that this is not chest hair, it's just pubes and glue.
Are you wearing a merkin on your chest again, Max?
It's my shirt merkin. Do we have any questions, guys? Waiting for you. It's that the Atomicon said it's 7 a.m. where I am. Max danced for me because I stayed up all night for this. No, go to bed. Just go to bed right now.
If you're in Europe, you have no business watching this. It's past your bedtime.
Y05077 says, Max, why did you read Twilight? The answer to that is so that I could talk to stupid girls at parties, and it worked.
Oh, are those the types of girls you want to talk to?
It's funny. Okay, Crimson Wags asked, how did you two play through Deus Ex? Were you a pacifist, assassin, etc.?
I went the more direct route. I just kind of went in there guns blazing. I mean, to an extent, you know, you can't really do that in every level, but I chose the more combat-focused game because I'm terrible at stealth.
Yeah.
Like in real life and in video games.
No, I basically had the stealth approach that I have in real life when coming home drunk, and I'm like, oh, I'm so quiet and sneaky, and then I trip on the laundry hamper, and everyone's like, what are you doing? What is this? Let's see. What do we have?
It doesn't help that you're like 8 feet tall.
SmileyMan45 says, what would you say to someone whose 18th birthday it is today? I would say, get off the internet and go get porn somewhere, possibly on the internet. I don't know.
Finish watching our episode
Yeah,
and
finish
then
watching
go
our show.
To a strip club and do a bunch of blow.
Go to a thing. Go
just don't
buy a
drive
house.
drunk.
Yeah, don't drive drunk. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Any other
Wait,
questions?
You can't drink legally
God, this
anyway.
is a terrible. It depends where he is.
All right, let's take 2 more questions.
2 more questions. Megatron9090 says, how mad was the PAX guys that you did all that crazy stuff? That's a weird sentence.
The people at the panel were really mad, actually. They are kind of like wanting us to replace the carpet.
I don't know if that's
the
true,
walls
but
and the room.
maybe. I don't know.
No, that's actually true. Like,
okay.
they're actually pretty pissed.
So they might be mad at us.
What was it that Jim was saying on the
Jim emailed one of the PAX people with an apology of our panel where we ground cake into the ground and threw hamburgers everywhere. He emailed him an apology and said, sorry about that. And that was like you know, 4 days ago at this point. He hasn't heard a word back, so they might.
But didn't you also say that one of the enforcers were like, yeah, thanks for throwing hamburgers
I think
everywhere.
he was just mad because he had to pick up hamburgers.
I mean, yeah, but still.
Final question. Ghost181 says, Max, what race and class will you play in Skyrim? The answer is I will be playing a gay vampire Argonian who is married and who's a jerk. That's my class, jerk. I'm gonna go around, kill chickens with a mace.
I'm sure you will level up quite quickly.
Oh, there will be much leveling.
Ho!
Anyway, thank you guys for watching our live show.
Yeah.
We're gonna do another one of these on next Friday. And tune in on Monday for our hands-on preview review thingy of Dead Island, where we talk about it extensively.
Have a safe Labor Day.
Yeah.
For now, head on over to twitch.tv/Destructoid. Mash Tactics is popping off there at 4 o'clock Pacific, so that's like right now.
Go say hi to John Carnage for me. He's
Thanks
my
for
friend.
watching, guys.
Bye, guys.
Take it easy.